Welcome back to the Game Room, where today we're having a look at something a little bit different. We're looking at the NYKO Mini Wireless Core Controller, which has functionality for the Switch, and it actually has been designed for the Switch. And the reason why it is mini is that so that it can be transported around with your Switch, and hopefully it doesn't take up too much space as well. It runs via Bluetooth, so it connects via Bluetooth, and that is how it connects on the Switch, but it is able to connect to other Bluetooth devices as well. And it has turbo functions for all your regular buttons as well. Okay, let's open it up and see what we get in the box. We have some nice packaging that will definitely keep it safe in transit if you choose to purchase yours the same way that we did, which was online. It comes with a little manual that we see here, and the manual actually comes in handy for connecting this to other devices as well. Okay, just measuring this USB to USB-C cable that's included. It was 210 centimeters in length, or round about that, which is over 6 foot, a good bit of length for a controller that can also be played via the cable instead of just wirelessly. It actually comes with a little sticker that tells you how to initially set it up. It says, getting started, please visit NYKO's website and to check for controller updates and to hold home and the Y button for initial sync. The home and the Y button allows the controller to search via Bluetooth for any devices that you might have. I actually did not install any controller updates. It has been working fine on everything we've tried so far. As a little comparison to different controller sizes, so I thought I would bring down, here is the Mini compared to the original or the official Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. So you can see that it is actually quite a small controller when up against these ones. The nice thing is that this is a great little device in case this has drift problems, which appears to controllers that have drift problems, which have been a real pain, and this one is that's the reason why we bought this controller in the first place. Here's the Mini in comparison to the Switch Pad Pro. So even compared to the Switch Pad Pro, you're talking the Mini there is a lot smaller. We have an Xbox One controller, just one of the originals, and I know it might be a little hard to see, but it's quite there is quite a size difference. You do cut down a bit with this Mini. So here are my hands on the original Xbox One controller, and here's our setup with the Mini. You can see these buttons are a lot smaller than our Xbox One buttons. Our NYKO Mini wireless controller is supposed to have around or up to 20 hours of playtime. In honesty, I haven't measured the playtime of the controller, but I feel that once you get past around 10 hours, then it is doing fairly well anyway, which this one seems to do. So we have been happy with its battery life. This controller in the manual actually says that it has gyroscope and rumble functionality, which means that all of those games on the Switch that require the movement of the controller to be picked up, or those ones that have rumble on them, or those games that are rumble enabled, should all be able to work flawlessly with this one as well. I haven't tested all of those, but from everything else that I've seen, I imagine that there would be no issue with those. We have actually also tested the Mini with the 8-bit Do wireless receiver, and it works flawlessly with this as well, which means that with your PC gaming and your Switch gaming and anything else that this connects to, which is most devices with a USB plug, then you are able to get a Mini wireless controller working with the NYKO and the 8-bit Do, and if this works, then I'm guessing a lot of other types of dongles like this would work as well. In terms of durability, we have had no issues with this. It is made out of nice hard plastic. The buttons are nice and responsive. They don't feel like they're going to be getting sticky at any spot or degrade. They are not rubber, they're actually hard plastic buttons. The D-pad is hard plastic buttons. The analog sticks are rubber, but they are quite hard rubber, so I imagine they're going to fare pretty well as well. The analog sticks have good spring back, and they actually have, like most, they have the click functionality as an extra button as well. You'll find your L and R buttons and ZL and ZR buttons on there as well. The other thing that I'd really like to say about this is, in terms of durability, is the first time we opened it, the first time we went to play it, my 4-year-old was playing this controller, and this was one of the reasons why I went for the NYKO Mini rather than the full size, is because with kids' hands, they have, this is just perfect for kids with small hands. As an adult using this, it's fine. It wouldn't be my personal favourite controller, but I can play on this fine on any game as well. So I was really happy with that. That it would fit nicely into a lot of carry cases and things with the Switch. It doesn't take up much room. You wouldn't have to protect it very much if you're, throwing it in a backpack or a suitcase or things. It is nice and durable. My 4-year-old, the first time that we plugged it in, dropped it on the hard wood floor that we have, and it made a massive bounce, and can't even find a mark on it. So nice and durable. Really seems like a well-made controller. And when you're talking about the price point, this one we bought in Australia for $40, where the Switch Pro controller goes for around $99, and I've seen it up to $110 as well. So you're talking a controller that is less than half price, one that you can take it around with you, one that is going to mean that you don't have to worry about your dreaded Switch stick drift anymore, and it is just a great little controller that can not only be used on the Switch but all types of other things as well. So well worth the pickup. Very much something that I am happy that we purchased, and I think if you're looking for a small controller that can be used with the Switch but also with other things, and that can be thrown in a backpack or something quite easily and be taken around, or if you have young kids, then this is a great option. I'm pretty sure it also comes in black, and other than that, if there's any questions about this controller, I'll do my best to answer them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I have all types of videos on this channel, so check those out as well. Thanks again. Thanks for joining me on the Gameroom for the NYKO Mini Wireless Core Controller that is compatible with the Nintendo Switch.